Apples. Simple, crisp and sweet, yet in Germany they're so much more than just a fruit. Here, apples are a symbol of tradition, health and community, woven into the very fabric of daily life. For generations, families have gathered in orchards, passing down stories and recipes, making apples a cherished part of their heritage. From the warm, inviting aroma of Apfelstrudel filling kitchens in autumn, to the refreshing taste of Apfelschorle sipped on a sunny afternoon, apples are ever present in German culture. The annual apple harvest is a major event, bringing together communities, fueling local economies, and supporting thousands of jobs across the country. Apples are Germany's most popular fruit, with millions of tons consumed each year, an impressive testament to their enduring appeal. The apple industry stretches from the lush orchards of the south to the expansive farms of the north, sustaining rural communities and livelihoods in every region. Each harvest is the result of months of hard work, careful planning, and a constant battle with unpredictable weather. Rain, frost, and storms can change everything in an instant. Farmers combine generations of knowledge with modern science and technology, nurturing each tree from blossom to fruit, ensuring the best possible apples reach your table. The outcome of the harvest directly affects the apples you find in your local market, determining not just quantity, but also quality, variety, and price. Understanding the journey of the apple connects you to the land, the seasons, and the people who dedicate their lives to growing your food. The story of the 2024 apple harvest is about more than numbers. It's about identity, resilience, and the enduring spirit of those who work the land. So why should you care? Because every apple carries a story of nature, people, and perseverance. Every bite you take is a connection to this rich tradition, and every apple tells a story that ends on your plate. Let's peel back the layers and discover what made this year's harvest truly unique. Let's look at the numbers. The story of Germany's apple harvest in 2024 is more than just a statistic. It's a reflection of a challenging year for growers across the country. In 2024, Germany's apple harvest is forecast at about 941,000 metric tons. That's a significant figure representing the hard work of thousands of farmers and the outcome of months of careful cultivation. That's a 6.6% drop from last year and 5.7% below the 10-year average. It's a noticeable dip that will be felt not just by producers, but by consumers and businesses alike. Fewer apples mean tighter supply for fresh eating, juice, and baked goods, and likely higher prices. Shoppers may notice smaller selections and premium prices at their local markets and bakeries, but national averages can be misleading. They hide the real drama happening in the regions. Each area has its own story, shaped by unique challenges and successes. Some areas face setbacks, while others thrive. The contrast between neighboring orchards can be striking, with some fields flourishing and others struggling. Agriculture is always at the mercy of local weather, and a single event can change everything for a region. A sudden frost or unexpected storm can undo months of effort in just a few hours. This year's decline wasn't due to one disaster but a series of smaller regional challenges. Each setback, while minor on its own, combined to create a national impact. Think frost here, hail there, and a cool, damp spring elsewhere, all adding up. These scattered events, from cold snaps to heavy rains, left their mark on orchards across the country. The national figure is just the sum of these local stories. Every region's experience contributes to the bigger picture, shaping the overall outcome. To really understand 2024's harvest, we need to zoom in on the regions where apples are grown. Only then can we appreciate the complexity behind the numbers. The real story is in the details. Let's take a closer look. By examining the orchards up close, we can see the true impact of this year's unique challenges. The journey continues in the orchards themselves, where every apple tells a part of this year's story. Germany's apple landscape is a patchwork of regions, each with its own climate and traditions. The big three: Baden-Württemberg in the southwest, Lower Saxony in the north, and the eastern federal states. In 2024, each region had a different story to tell. Baden-Württemberg, especially around Lake Constance, is usually the king of apples, thanks to its mild climate and experienced farmers. Lower Saxony's Altesland, the largest fruit-growing area in northern Europe, faces cooler, riskier weather, but is known for its resilience. The eastern federal states, Saxony, Saxony-Anhalt, and Thuringia, blend tradition with modern technology and face more extreme seasonal swings. Each region's unique conditions shape their harvest, creating a dramatic divide. Geography truly is destiny in farming. The performance of these regions is crucial to the national picture. Let's break down how each fared this year. Here's how the numbers stack up, painting a vivid picture of how each region contributed to Germany's overall apple harvest this year. Baden-Württemberg faced a tough year, harvesting about 307,000 metric tons, down 12% from last year and 16% below its 10-year average. The region's orchards, usually bustling with activity, saw fewer apples on the trees, and many farmers felt the impact of unpredictable weather and late frosts. This shortfall was the main driver of the national decline, as Baden-Württemberg is typically a powerhouse for apple production in Germany. In contrast, Lower Saxony's Altesland had a bumper crop, 303,000 metric tons, up 5.4% from last year and 2.3% above its long-term average. Favorable weather and well-timed rainfall helped orchards thrive, resulting in trees heavy with fruit and a sense of optimism among local growers. Their success balanced out losses in the south, keeping the national numbers from falling even further. The eastern federal states landed in the middle, with 171,000 metric tons, down 5% from last year but still slightly above their 10-year average. Here, conditions were mixed, with some orchards faring better than others. These numbers reveal a divided harvest. The south struggled, the north excelled, and the east held steady, each region telling its own story. It's a vivid reminder that one region's misfortune can be another's opportunity, and that fortunes can shift dramatically from year to year. The interplay of local conditions like rainfall, temperature swings, and even hail determine the national outcome, making each harvest unique. Regional diversity is both a challenge and a strength for German apple growers, fostering resilience and innovation across the country. The 2024 harvest was shaped by these contrasts, with each region's experience adding a new layer to the national story. No single region tells the whole story. Only by looking at the bigger picture can we understand the true state of the harvest. The real picture is in the sum of their parts, a mosaic of successes and setbacks that defines German apple growing each year. Weather is the ultimate wildcard in agriculture. In 2024, regional weather made all the difference. In Baden-Württemberg, a late frost followed by hailstorms devastated blossoms and bruised fruit, causing the sharp drop in production. Hail can ruin apples for fresh sale, even if they survive. Meanwhile, Lower Saxony escaped the worst of the frost and enjoyed a mild, balanced summer, ideal for apple growth. Their harvest thrived thanks to steady sunshine and rain. The eastern federal states had a cool, damp spring, slowing fruit development and leading to a modest decrease, but they avoided the worst weather, allowing for a stable, if unspectacular, harvest. Each region's fortunes were written by the skies. The lesson? Even the best farmers can't control the weather. Success or failure often comes down to timing and luck. The 2024 harvest was a case study in weather's power. Resilience and adaptability remain a farmer's best tools. Not all apples are created equal. Germany's orchards are home to a diverse cast. The Elstar is a crisp, sweet tart favorite, perfect for snacking and salads. Jonagold, with its honeyed sweetness and firm flesh, shines both fresh and in baking. Braeburn offers a complex, spicy flavor and stores well, making it a hit with apple lovers and bakers alike. These three varieties dominate the market and are crucial to the harvest's success. But there's more. Granny Smith for pies, Gala for sweetness, and the traditional Boskop for classic German baking. This diversity means there's an apple for every taste and purpose. It also protects farmers. If one variety struggles, another may thrive. Variety is the orchard's insurance policy. The parade of flavors keeps German apple culture rich and resilient. Every harvest is a celebration of this diversity. That's what makes German apples special, year after year. A quiet revolution is underway in Germany's orchards. Sustainability is taking root. More farmers are moving toward organic and eco-friendly practices, driven by consumer demand and environmental concerns. In 2024, 11% of apple-growing land was certified organic, and the number keeps rising. Organic growers use natural pest control, cover crops, and strict rules. No synthetic chemicals. Many conventional farmers are also adopting integrated methods, using chemicals only when necessary and prioritizing natural solutions. These changes protect biodiversity, improve soil health, and reduce pollution. For consumers, it means more choices that align with their values. Sustainability is now central to German apple farming. It's about balancing productivity with care for the land. This shift ensures apple growing remains viable for future generations. The green revolution is here to stay. Today's apples are the result of constant innovation in plant breeding. Scientists develop varieties that resist disease, tolerate frost, and thrive in changing climates. New trees are bred to blossom later, withstand drought, and produce more fruit on smaller, manageable trees. High-density orchards mean more apples per hectare and easier, safer harvesting. Modern varieties like Regine and Rebella offer resilience and quality, while classics like Elstar and Jonagold remain staples. These advances help farmers adapt to unpredictable weather and market demands. Breeding innovation is crucial for sustainability and competitiveness. The result? Better apples for everyone, grown with less environmental impact. The future of German orchards depends on this ongoing work. Every bite is a taste of science and tradition combined. The 2024 apple harvest is a lesson in nature's power and the resilience of farmers. Weather can make or break a region, as seen in the contrasting fortunes of Baden-Württemberg and Lower Saxony. Farmers are not just at the mercy of the elements, they're risk managers, innovators, and stewards of the land. They use knowledge, technology, and new varieties to adapt and thrive. Every apple is the product of hard work, science, and a bit of luck. Understanding these challenges deepens our appreciation for the food on our tables. The apple harvest reflects our relationship with nature, vulnerable yet ingenious. As weather grows more unpredictable, the lessons of 2024 matter more than ever. Regional diversity, sustainability, and innovation are key to the future. The humble apple tells a complex story, one of balance between nature, science, and human effort.